Hi everyone, it's Front Row Phyllis. We are live on the red carpet at the 33rd Annual Country Cares benefiting St. Jude Children's Research Hospital in Memphis. We are just moments away from interviewing some of your favorite country artists. Everything St. Jude Children's Research Hospital does is centered around one mission: finding cures and saving children. Stay tuned for all the highlights. Randy Owen, legendary lead singer of one of the best-selling country bands, Alabama, selling over 75 million records. But your heart is in with the kids of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, an ambassador for St. Jude for over 30 years, which is hard to believe, right? And the driving force in bringing in the country music family around the mission of St. Jude. Welcome. Can we go back, because I don't know if all of our viewers know, let's go back to when you first had the dream, the desire, the want to gather the country music family and bring them over to St. Jude. How did you come up with this?
I think it was meant to be that way. I had met Danny and he expressed to me he'd like for my people to get involved in helping raise money for the kids at St. Jude. He became ill. He was to speak to the country radio seminar in 1989. And for some reason, they asked me would I speak. And after having met Danny, I thought in my heart, my little heart, I would say what Danny probably would say is trying to get people to raise money for the kids at St. Jude.
Yeah.
So it started there, and a lot of great people. So many great people in radio, songwriters and artists. And it's like, I always say the thing, if you emphasize the word we and not me.
Could you believe, what would Danny say? Now it's the 60th year anniversary. I mean, what would he say if he was here?
Oh, I could,
Right? Well, there's a few words.
I couldn't.
He would be so, just completely blown away.
I'm blown away.
Right.
I'm so thankful. So thankful that we're in this together, that the music that I write and play all these years, and been so fortunate that music is making children their lives a lot better and their families a lot better.
We love that. You know, it's the 33rd year of Country Cares, which is so hard to believe.
It really is. It's that's why I said earlier, I'm just so grateful.
Yeah.
I've been through a lot. I've had cancer during that period of time, and I know what a cancer survivor looks like.
Right.
I'm very thankful to be a survivor.
Yeah.
Little did I know when we started this in '89 that, that would come my way. I hate cancer. We all hate cancer. And today, visiting with the researchers over in the building, I'm so humbled and excited at the same time to see what they're doing and how passionate they are about the research and getting rid of the cancer and finding ways to cure cancer.
Which is so amazing. So amazing.
It really is. It really is. I got my picture made with the scientists and doctors, and
Isn't that exciting?
it really is.
I know. And what they know and their knowledge, it's mind-boggling.
And they wanted to share it,
Yes.
try to explain to little old me who has a degree, but I don't know anything about organic chemistry. Couldn't pass organic chemistry if I had to.
Yeah, I couldn't pass organic anything if I had to at this point. Oh, Randy, thank you again.
Thank you.
Welcome, Breland. It is so great to see you again.
Yeah, it's good to be here. How you doing?
Oh my gosh, we're doing fantastic. Okay, let's talk music. My Truck climbed up the Billboard Hot Country charts, reaching number 26, then certified platinum. What?
Yeah.
Selling over 100 units. How does that feel?
It's pretty cool. There are a lot of people, including myself for a number of years, who put out music at a really high level and never get that recognition and never get that consumption. So for people to have really enjoyed my song enough to buy it or stream it that many times is always a really, really positive feeling, and I'm really grateful for that. But I'm also like, I just want to put out the best music possible. And so regardless of whether something goes viral, I just want to make sure that I'm putting my best foot forward.
Oh, so we're going to continue with stats. I got to give you these.
Okay.
More stats. Your music has been streamed on Spotify over 150 million times. Seriously, that's crazy, right?
It is pretty staggering numbers when you think
Right?
about it, but that's the world that we live in right now.
I love that. So the first time you heard your song on the radio, do you remember where you were?
Yeah, I was in Dallas playing a show, and it was Beers on Me with Dirks and Hardy, and that ended up going #1 at country radio. So it got played a bunch. I've heard it a few times, but the first time I heard it was in Dallas at this restaurant. I can't remember the name, but I just was going to get some food before the show, and it came on, and I freaked out. I was like,
Didn't you freak out? Like, that's my song.
yeah, I was like,
Did you want to tell people, like, that's me
I know,
singing?
I was like, I like let the server know, and I was like, no, I can't let anyone else know, or I'm gonna look like that guy.
Oh my God. So Breland, is this the first time at St. Jude?
It is, yeah. And I've heard that they do these annual, kind of meetups and radiothons and raise awareness. But because of the pandemic, they haven't done it for a couple years, and that is unfortunately my entire career. So I was looking forward to this when I first heard about it like over a year ago, and I'm glad we were able to finally be here.
So you went to the facilities, you went to the hospital. What did you think?
I mean, it's incredible what they've built here. And I think even more importantly, they've built a culture, and it seems like that is pretty important for kind of, if you create a culture of hope, it's a lot easier to go through these types of obstacles and to overcome some of these diseases, even if the odds are against you. People don't realize how much the mentality affects how you fight it. And I think they do a really good job of equipping these families with everything that they need to be able to do that and not having to pay for the care. And I think that helps a lot too. And the parents don't have to worry about whether or not they'll be able to afford it, and they can just worry about their kid getting better.
It makes such a big difference.
Yeah.
Oh, Breland, thank you again. Welcome, Restless Road. How are you guys?
We're great. Just glad to be here.
So can we go back to the time 2013, you finished 4th in the TV singing competition, the X Factor.
Yeah.
How did you guys decide to do that?
Almost 10 years ago now. We were honestly just 18.
Wow.
And we were still in high school, and I just think we loved country music. We liked to sing, and we just wanted to chase a dream. And that's kind of probably all we knew at that moment in time. And we never had any idea what it would really grow into.
You also opened for, I don't know if all the viewers know or a lot of people know, you opened for Demi Lovato.
Yeah, it was insane to play for that many people so early on in our career, and so great to get the support from one of the judges of the show as you go on into your own journey. So we much appreciate Demi for that, and yeah.
Did you guys ever think for a minute that you would go into pop music?
You know, we're very country music oriented, so I don't know if pop will ever if we'll ever cross over into that territory. Maybe if it was an amazing song or something and it just happened naturally.
Okay, so let's talk about that song. That #1 song, "Growing Old," has been referred to as the #1 wedding song. Wow. I mean, when you
Report is
in, right? #1 wedding song.
Oh, God.
So when you first heard it on the radio, what did you guys think?
You know, I think that was our first time we had ever heard any of our songs on the radio.
Yeah.
So that was honestly a shocking moment. You know, that's something like Zach had said, we've been working for that for years. And to finally hear yourself on the radio is kind of an experience I don't think you can ever recreate.
A lot of people get engaged to this song. They use it as their first dance, and all that's left is really for us to get ordained, and it'll be just a one-stop shop.
Yeah. Well, I think you could do it online. That's what they say.
Be easy.
Was this the first time at St. Jude?
Yes, I believe it's the first time for all three of us.
And what did you guys think?
Just blown away by the stories. Really humbling, grounding experience. Hearing just the resiliency of the children and the families, and really just eye-opening. I think walking around the facility and just seeing all the people that make it happen.
Thank you guys again. We have had an incredible time being a part of the 33rd Annual Country Cares benefiting St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Country Cares for St. Jude Kids is one of the most successful radio fundraising events in the country, with over 200 radio stations participating and raising over $850 million. But it can't stop here. Not until no child dies from cancer. Please go to stjude.org to donate. Live from Memphis, it's Front Row Phyllis.